Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of The Long Dark. We are on our way back to the lake so we can do some fishing. We've got to catch a hell of a lot of fish for our good friend the Trapper. Kind of like a test of our mettle kind of thing, if I bring up the map. At the moment we're on our way back from that cave up there. The ice fishing huts are just a little bit further to our south. And you know what, I'm actually going to grab even more sticks and stuff on the way, just so that we can definitely make ourselves a fire in one of them. Let's just remind ourselves of what we have in terms of equipment. We've got 10 sticks, yeah, that's good enough for the moment. We're reasonably overloaded, we're not massively overloaded. I do kind of hate that I end up saying reasonably overloaded. We shouldn't be overloaded at all, but inevitably I love carrying all of our stuff with us because you never know what's going to be needed. That's too big, but this is not. We'll grab that as well. And all these sticks, they'll be good for actually cooking up the fish. Once we've actually done some fishing, we're going to want to cook it up so we can take it back to the Trapper. And potentially eat some ourselves. Recently we've learned how to make actual fishing tackle, combining a hook and a line. There's one of the huts over there. We do need to keep our eyes peeled for wolves. We do have a rifle now, so we can quite effectively defend ourselves. In fact, probably heading to that fishing hut is going to be the best call, because that's actually going to be slightly closer to where we need to get to in the end, because eventually we're going to be heading back to the Trapper himself. Oh, that was the other thing, we found another key for the hut, didn't we? So maybe we should go and investigate that actually. It's still sort of daytime, so it's not a bad idea doing that. I don't remember which one it was that we picked up recently, but I think it might be number 2. Either way, we'll check them all because it'll be easy to tell which one is still locked. And they're not far out the way, but that is a wolf over there, so maybe we won't go for that one. Maybe we'll just head straight for these over here. I mean, I can always just hit him with a hammer. Not exactly ideal having to do that. We don't smell at all, we're not carrying any delicious tasty food yet. Man, that wolf's on the wrong side. Look at those deer over there. I think we're probably safe from him. So we'll head in here, we'll check to see if I've unlocked all of these. And if we have, then I guess we'll just start fishing. It wasn't massively easy finding that extra key, so I'm kind of curious as to whether there'll be anything worthwhile inside. Yep, this is the one. Well, that was lucky. First one we tried. Firewood, may as well take that. Mittens don't care. We could break down the crates if we really wanted.
Hope I can still eat this.
Ear wrap, that is cool. Let's repair this now. Doesn't take too long. Keep our ears nice and toasty warm. 100%. Oh yeah. Yeah, our stuff is starting to get wet, which is not great. Combat boots, no. Yeah, we'll pass on the combat boots. We will take the condensed milk. Don't need another sewing kit. We've got so many sewing kits.
This'll come in handy.
Combat pants? Yeah, I'll take them. Let's have a look and see how they match up. They're better for temperature, they're worse for wind chill a little. I think they're going to be better overall. Okay, yeah, let's do that. And then these are better as well. Those are slightly more waterproof and they have better protection. But actually, I can't properly tell how good they are because of the wetness. So we'll hold off on destroying anything until they've had a chance to dry out. We will just check around for any fancy hidden things, little secrets tucked away. I don't think there'll be any. We do have this metal container under the bed though.
Can't have too much water.
Well, actually you can. You can kill yourself by drinking too much water in one go. Might as well take the newsprint. Right, off-season fun. A letter found in one of the cabins. We're not supposed to go there off-season, but there's this amazing hunting to be had near Mystery Lake. The warden usually shuts down the park for the winter. The cabins are meant for summer use, so bring warm clothes and a heavy sleeping bag. We'll break in, bag a few stags, then truck the meat out of there in a couple of weeks. Stan will pick us up along the old coastal highway. Meet me at the lake cabins on November 20th. Come alone, bring beer. There's been logging in the area, so stay out of sight. Okay. We'll take that. It's kind of interesting to get a little bit more of the backstory of what's been going on. There's not much else in here, so I think we'll probably just head straight back out, actually. Don't think there's anything else that we want from in here. What's that up there? That's nothing that we care about. Another dream catcher, nothing on the notice board. We've already gone through there, and nothing in the crate. Alright, let's go. Yeah, nothing on the coat hanger either. Now, can we see that wolf, or is he wandered off? I suspect he's wandered off. We want to head over for the fishing hut on the far side, I think. Yeah, there he is over there. Just directly in the middle of my screen. So we'll give a nice, good, respectful distance between us and the hungry wolf. Definitely don't want him coming to mess around. That little bit of firewood we've got is actually pretty good. That's going to give us an opportunity to warm up and dry off once we've been in the hut for a while. Yeah, constantly walking on the ice like this, it's not going to be brilliant, especially in the middle of the snow. Let's have a look in here. Did I investigate this one? I think I did. No, I didn't. Spare hook. A hunting knife! Oh my word, I should have come in here earlier. Granola bar, less interested.
That'll come in handy.
And a line, so we can make another fishing tackle. Alright, well I'm going to hold on to that wood. We're going to head across to this far hut. I don't think I've looked in this one either. But this will be our little point that we start, and we're going to open up that fishing hole. And hunting knife, that's actually one thing that we have been missing. Tomato soup. I don't think there's going to be much else in here. But we'll check it anyway, just in case.
This stuff will come in handy.
Leave the tea. We'll take the hook. Take the matches because we can use them right now. Nothing there. And nothing there. Okay, so... I wonder which is going to be best. Let's use the improvised knife. I don't think it's going to make much difference. But when it's going from 100%, it does take a while. Okay. So, how many hours are we going to fish? 4? Yeah. Four hours is a long time to be fishing. 2.14 kilograms. Yeah, we'll take that. 2.2 kilograms. Good. 1.73.
Feels like a lot of gear.
1.78. We're going to want to drink and cook and eat and stuff in a moment. Okay, that's not bad. So let's use the accelerant because we've got a ton of accelerant as always.
Looks like it worked.
We have some water that we need to drink. Let's get ourselves rehydrated. We've got fish to cook up. Before we do that, let's just see. We need 5 kilograms of fish. We should have plenty in that because most of them are like 2 kilograms hot. Let's add this in. That'll be fine. And we'll cook them up. Get a little bit of lamp oil out of it as well. Now we are getting a little bit tired, but overall I'm not too worried about that. I'm tempted to head back to the trapper before we actually crash out for the night. Doing the run in the dark will be a little bit more difficult, but not massively so. Let's cook up the tomato soup and eat it. And in fact, let's cook ourselves up some coffee as well, because that'll help reduce the fatigue. Okay, right. So, as far as food goes, delicious. And there's my cup of coffee. I love this little cup. It's so good. 110 calories in a cup of coffee. Fatigue reduced, warming up. Fatigue's still pretty bad, but overall it's not as bad as it could be. We'll break this a little bit. I think we can fish for another hour. We might find something. Hey, what do you know? Wow, that's a big one. Definitely cook this guy up. With the last 30 minutes or so, we might just take a torch. Okay, so we need 5 kilograms worth. So that's about 3. Oh, they lose a reasonable amount of weight after they're done, don't they? We'll eat this one. I'm not too fussed about how many we actually end up carrying with us long term, but we are going to be walking slower. So, what have we got? Take the torch, and off we go. Torch won't last forever, of course. But it should be enough to get us back towards known territory. Let's say that. That's the other thing we can check. What temperature? Feels like 8 degrees at the moment. That's not too bad. Last thing we want is to freeze to death in the middle of the night. But overall, our stuff has dried out. Oh, actually, so I can very quickly just check these. Yeah, they're slightly worse. So we'll tear them apart when... In fact, I may just drop them. Drop. That'll lighten us up a little bit. It won't make a huge difference, but it will help a bit. Now, being overloaded like this, we are not going to be able to run away if we come up against the wolf, so it will be all of the fighting all of the time. But I'm okay with that. I don't mind smacking a wolf around a little bit. Our condition is nice and full. Yeah, the torch is going to run out, but we're back on dry land, and that's really all I cared about. Because from here, we can follow the railroad. In fact, that's exactly what we're going to do. That'll take us back to the trapper. We can finish that quest with him and see what else he has to say. I do like that there's plenty of little side quests in this game. It's a good way to bring the story to life. Like, it's not entirely linear. These people have their own lives. They have their own interests and other things that are going on, like the old letters. At some point, we're going to take care of that for the trapper. You know, go and throw them into Mount Doom or whatever it is he asked us to do for him. Yeah, this torch doesn't have much left. I wonder if you can add torches back to a fire after they're done. Well, not after they're done, but like after you've taken it out, even if it's still got like quite a while left on it. Do I put that away, or does it still count? Is it just going to drop it by himself? No, we're just going to hold it out and freeze our hands off. Are we even wearing gloves in this? We are totally going to get frostbite on that hand. Light sources. Yeah, you know what? Just don't worry about it. Get a rock out. Does it actually store it, though, is the question. No, it doesn't. That's alright. As long as we're not, like, holding on to it for no reason whatsoever. So we've done this route a number of times. We know it's not going to take us a massive amount of time to get back to the trapper. We need to get across to about there, and then we follow it round to the right, and that will take us quite nicely to the little overlook, looking down on his place. We've got enough calories to get us there. That's the most important thing. Fatigue I'm not worried about. We'll have a nice snooze once we make it back, and we'll just be like, "Hey man, here's your fish. Gonna lie down now for a bit." Actually, now we can start cutting the corner. Save us just a little bit of time. There's actually an achievement for hitting a rabbit at like 80 feet with a rock. It's like a rock sniping achievement. I can barely hit them when they are just in front of me. I've got no idea how that would work. It would take probably a lot more practice than I'm willing to put in for it. Although it's one of those things where, now that I know that the achievement's there, it's tempting. It's so tempting. I'll probably wait until I'm done with the storyline and like maybe try it on one of the survival modes or something like that. Like an area with high rabbit throughput would probably be the most sensible. You know, get a nice cluster together and then just like aim high and hope. Yeah, yeah, other than being massively overloaded with stuff, this is not bad. I wonder if that counts as having just passed. I still can't believe we got attacked by that bear and got away. And that in itself is still quite surprising to me. I certainly wouldn't expect in a winter situation like this. Firstly, I'd expect the bear to be hibernating, but assuming it's out and about. It's out and about probably because it's hungry. And if it's hungry, it's not going to get bored and just walk away. There was nothing we could do either. It's just like put its snout right in our face and it's just like, Grr! Bears, man, what are you going to do? Well, I know what you're going to do, because we did it. We went back and we shot him in the face. There's still a hell of a lot of bear meat out there, but we did get the skin. Or hide, I should say. And I better be able to do something with it. I mean, that's... If we can't do anything with it, I've lugged it all the way back for no reason. And it was a good kilogram. So, I'm sure there will be something that we can learn how to do. Right, we are on the ascent, and I think it's sort of between those trees we'll get to have that little overlook. So we'll sort of carry on straight. Haven't seen any more wolves, which is always good. And our temperature is staying nice and warm, which is excellent. So there's that little overlook. We could head down to the right, but it's not as good a route for us. We'd only have to climb back up again after. It's going to feel like veritably light when we're done with this. We're dropping off 5 kilograms of fish. 5 kilograms is it? But we're carrying like 40 something. Is it 40? Yeah, 40.8 kilograms. It's quite an amount to be carrying around. Mackenzie is in good shape. Either that or he is an incredibly stubborn bastard that won't give in. Both are possible. Both are entirely possible. Now, I believe we set our snare up around here as well, so we can have a quick look at that as we go past. Not caught anything in the snare yet, but where we put it before over at the last stand point. What was it? Yeah, Max's last stand. There wasn't as much throughput as I thought there would be. It's not looking promising. You probably need quite a few snares. Oh well, let's go in and grab that. And we'll see what the trapper has to say about our delicious bounty of fish. Now, do we have to put it in out here? Or is it inside? Oh my god, can't see a single thing in here. You know what? Let's get a little bit of sleep. In fact, where's food and drink? Drink up a bit of water. We'll have a couple of bits of food. Oh, actually, cancel that. We'll give him the pork and beans. Do we want to give him the pork and beans? I think we've got all the trust off him, don't we? So we'll eat the pork and beans. Oh, actually, it's dog food. Well, we would have given it to him anyway. And the same for the condensed milk. Condensed milk, huge number of calories. Should make us thirsty, though. Oh, actually, it rehydrates. I would not expect that. And we're going to sleep for, let's have 8 hours. Should be enough for it to start getting a bit lighter. Hey, much better. Okay, so where do we actually have to put this fish? Put fish meat in the container at Jeremiah's. So possibly the locker? No, leave it. Ah, trust us left. That's not the container. Well, I guess it must be the thing outside then. Unless it's got like a specific fish thing out there. Well, I mean, a little bit less trust is not a problem. All the fish. Ah, yeah, that was enough. Fair enough. Bear pelt is up to 17% cured. Those guts are fully cured. These are not very cured at all. We could give him 5 sticks just to get it back up. I'm sure he won't mind. 5 sticks for looking through his locker. That seems like a fair trade. As far as missions go... yeah, we should probably talk to him again about missions and stuff. And after that, we'll head on to the full-on muskeg. So, survival lessons. So let's talk about some survival skills. We've done fishing, I think. You know what you need to about ice fishing? Not more, I can tell you. Let's go for hunting then. What can you teach me about hunting? Trick is to spot your target, get close you can, take a shot and don't miss. At all? Pretty much for years of practice you might have a clue. Oh, good. So there's a clearing a few hilltops over from here. I'll mark it on your map. Okay, get a herd of deer. Shoot one, bring the meat back here. Okay. So we've got to get... ah, okay. So you can injure them but not kill them. Sure. Sure, we can do that. We will head towards the full-on muskeg though, rather than just going straight in to do that. So let's have a look. We've got, oh my god, so much stuff. I think we'll leave the rope here for the moment. That seems like a sensible option. Let's put it over here. We almost certainly don't need the hammer at the moment. Might need the bolt cutters. We'll keep the flashlight. We'll drop the hacksaw. We'll keep the pry bar. We'll sharpen the hunting knife later, actually. Ah, we do still have that torch. Okay, so what can we do? Oh, we can harvest it to get a stick. Sure. You know, we'll just peel off the burned bits. It'll be fine. I'm going to melt up some liquids. Get that boiling. Drink our fill. And then we'll do the same. And make sure we've got enough. In fact, yeah, we'll just get it straight going. We'll head on out to the full-on muskeg. We should be able to make it at least to the entrance area while it's still light. Do wonder where he gets all the wood for this, though. At least with the old lady, we know that we provided it. Him? Yeah, not so much. Okay. let's try and make good time with this. Not going off that edge. That would be a bad idea. Very bad idea. So we're heading straight back along the path that we just came, that little valley thing, and then we're going to turn right back into the tunnel. And if we spot a rabbit at extreme range, we'll take a pot shot. I mean, very unlikely we're going to hit anything at that kind of range, but you never know. We might get lucky. And what an achievement it would be. I mean, all things considered, let's grab some of these, because we are going to want to make a fire at some point to warm up. Not right now, of course, but soon we will. Is that all? Oh no, there was one more. Oh, did I already find this? Yes, I did. Yeah, we've toed and froed back over this area quite often. It's easy to lose track of what you've done and what you haven't. Now, obviously, as we're walking along, we do need to just make sure that we're not going to freeze, get frostbite, etc., etc. So carrying the sticks will give us an option to make a fire if things get a little bit too chilly for us. We probably should be fine at least until we reach the forlorn muskeg. It's actually a really clear day. How warm is it? Feels like 7 degrees. I mean, it's cold out, of course, but we're wrapped up nice and warm, so we're not feeling it. And yeah, look, he's not wearing a glove. It would be difficult to throw a rock accurately, I'm sure, with gloves, so I do understand it. But he's just like wandering along, holding out his hand. This is why we're burning so many calories. But you know, put it away. Put it away, Mackenzie. You're more intelligent than that. Well, maybe you're not, but I'm more intelligent than that anyway. I know it would be bad for you. You're not Jamie Lannister. That hand is not made of gold. Made of flesh and bone, and we need to think about circulation and other fun things like that. Yeah, when you can move without being overburdened, it's actually not too bad for getting back. We'll be able to push on through to the floor, muskeg, and just have a look at where it is we're supposed to be going. If I get there and I find out that I actually need that climbing rope, I'm going to be quite annoyed, but there's not a great deal that we can do about it. Hopefully we won't. Like, sincerely, hopefully. Fingers crossed, like all fingers crossed and toes crossed. Elliot, and in we go. So, you are now leaving Mystery Lake. I'd be curious to find out if the bear corpse is actually there. So we need to head towards the shortwave radio towers. Probably heading around to the north is going to be the most sensible option. It's still really early in the day, so we should be able to make reasonable progress. As long as we don't do anything foolish like take on a bear, I think we'll probably be alright. With it being like this, we should get good visibility in case there's any little interesting fun areas to go exploring, little caves, nooks and crannies, things like that. And we do get good visibility from up here. it's not going to be the most direct route. In fact, with it being so clear, we could just head straight for the shortwave tower and then get our bearings from that. But I do like exploring around the edge. It just feels like it's a bit more thorough. Checking to see what you can find and all things that entails. Now we're going to want to be careful to make sure we don't fall in. Can't be falling through any ice. Not today. This looks nice and shallow. Crack, crack, crack as we're walking across it. Fills you with confidence, doesn't it? Yeah, this is a proper logging camp area, isn't it? Try and get an eye just around that in case it's a cave, but I think we can cut this corner. Or not. Can't step over a log, that thing's too big. There's the shortwave tower, that's not far away at all. Yeah, there's probably like a little overlook point up there. I don't think it's going to be worth us heading for that. I don't think there'll be anything up there for us to find. How are we doing? Nothing is getting soaked because it isn't snowing at the moment. Is that a... That's a rock, not a body, I think. Man, I would love like a little scope or like binoculars or something to just be able to look a little bit further without actually needing to traipse all the way across. In a place like this, it would probably be quite handy just having that little extra visibility. When the opportunity presents itself, of course. I mean, it's not going to happen all the time. How are we doing around here? No secret caves or anything. Okay. Well, we'll stand up and see what we can see from over here. Now, the shortwave tower should be about there. Running a little bit low on calories. Is that actually like straight up there, or are we directly north of it now? My bearings have shifted ever so slightly. It is a bunker that we're looking for that's near... No, there's the tower. Yeah, it's a bunker specifically that we're looking for. If I bring up the map. So we actually kind of want to go to that tower and then round to the other side. So we're probably actually like down here in this this little area. We may actually have to go around it to the other side. And all this while poor Astrid is out there by herself. Well, I say by herself, she's probably been kidnapped. And we are taking our sweet time to go and find her, rescue her, etc. Still, I'm sure she'll be grateful to see us at all. All things considered. If that's a deer, I'm totally going to steal the meat and tell him that I successfully hunted it. I am not beyond lying to an old injured trapper. Can we head up at all like that? No, we're going to have to go down and round a bit. That's alright. There'll probably be a nicer way for us to actually ascend this. Yeah, this is much better. As long as we don't come up against something super nasty up here. Can we not get up here? I guess maybe it's just a bit too steep. Yeah, okay, that's too steep. So let's try and be careful not break our ankles. I said not break our ankles. And we'll try and head round. It's just past midday, so I'd like to find somewhere with a bit of shelter before the nighttime hits. This actually looks better. Oh my god, are we going to have to do some kind of like hop, skip and a jump thing? I really hope not.
Can't afford to have a sprained wrist out here.
Fine, we'll take some painkillers. Don't know how you sprained your wrist. It's not even like we're carrying much. Must have just swung a bit funny. It's possibly the only thing that I don't like about this game is every now and then it does decide, you know, you're walking on a slant, you've fallen over. You didn't see it, but we're gonna give you an injury just because. Never know, actually, from up at the shortwave radio tower, we might be able to find an actual radio signal or something. Can we not go this way? No. Okay, fine. Down and round. So we've got two separate sets of birds floating. I think we'll check this first. Yeah, thought so. Died with the energy bar nearby. Ooh. Key to let cover.
I could use this.
We'd already found that. Can opener. Fair enough. We've got some other boxes and things. More energy. Another can opener. We don't need this many can openers. Scrap metal accelerant. But as always, we'll gather up all the bits first and then we'll decide what we want to keep. Definitely going to head over there. To see what that body is that they are circling around. I'm getting quite hungry, so I don't want to spend crazy amount. What's that there? It's definitely something. And they'll keep marking that point for a while. Is it a bush just over here? No, this is the entrance to the bunker.
For you.
Okay, well, we know where that is then. Let's go investigate this. Cluster of birds. I really hope it's somewhere we can actually get to. It looks like it. Hey! Awesome. It's being ravaged, but you know what? We'll take the... In fact... 10 kilograms of deer meat. We'll start with this. And we'll need to
drop any of this gear.
A few more of these, I'm sure. I think we'll... Hello. We'll eat the cattail stalks. I mean, that's just like free food.
What have we here?
A cup of herbal tea as well. Yeah. So, someone's obviously had this as a little outlook. I suppose that's because of the bunker back here. Got that stick. We're grabbing these so we can pick up that other bit of venison that we've got. Still 2 and a bit kilograms, it's not bad. We'll need to do a couple of trips, I reckon, but easier to start with a bit of a cheaty head start. That's what I say. Grab that. Grab that. I suppose 10 kilograms is not a crazy amount to bring back. Wait, can we not get in here? Enter the bunker when the aurora is active. Because that's the only time it'll open. Ah! That's why. That's why we can make a fire over here, because we're going to have to pass some time. Okay, well, it feels like 12 degrees. Let's grab as much wood as we can nearby, and we'll actually make a fire. Maple saplings. Yeah, we'll break down the scrub bush. We may as well. Yeah, definitely a lot of other things nearby. Okay, well, I think this is probably a good point for us to finish this episode off. Thank you very much for watching. It has been a lot of good fun for me. I think next time we're going to try and wait out until the night time, hope that the aurora hits, and if it doesn't, we'll have to come back another time. But for the moment, I'm just going to make a fire and we're going to cook up the venison. If you are enjoying these videos, be sure to... in fact, I can't because I don't have any tinder. That's a bit of a shame. If you are enjoying these videos, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, then you can do so now, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more The Long Dark. See you soon.